Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome again to another painting tutorial. Today I'll be doing a waterscape and we'll be doing a little bit of like mountainous background. And the main focus of this waterscape is basically the waters, but we'll be also adding some drama to it, but by making the sky not usually just plain sky, but more of a little bit cloudy, a little bit gloomy, but I'll make sure that the painting will not be a sad painting, okay? So the colors that I'll be using in today's tutorial will be listed in the description box below as always. We have Oxide Black, Primary Cyan, Titanium White, Burnt Sienna, and Lemon Yellow or Cadmium Yellow. You can use that as well. I'm using a 12 by 16 canvas board. You can use any material to paint on. It's really up to you. You can even use a different shape or size. You can even use a different material to paint on. And yeah, so I'll be sketching first the subject so that you know where things are going to go. I'll be using a fairly this is just a medium brush for this canvas size. So you can use any brush that you want. We're just in the initial stage of this painting process. So I'll be wetting my brush and I'm going to draw where the horizon line is. I'll be using my primary cyan just to, you know, give you an idea of where things are going to go. So it will be just below the mid section, the midline. Okay, just like that. So just like that. Okay, and I'm going to continue now. I'm gonna do some horizontal brush strokes right here. Okay, we do first the waters. So for the water, I'll be mixing my blue with my titanium white and mix it with a little bit of black because we want it to be toned down. Okay, so I'm just gonna make it like grayish bluish color. This. So it's just like that. Okay, and it's very preliminary. Of course, this is not the final look of it. Just allow this first to dry, and then we're going to proceed on the sky section. Okay, just above the horizon line. So basically the colors that we applied here on the waters portion will be the same color that we'll be using on the sky portion, only that we'll be doing a more dramatic or more movement in the sky part. So I'll be grabbing my white again, mix it with blue and black. Okay, I'll be adding more black than usual. And I'm just gonna go and while I advise you to make some horizontal lines, horizontal brush strokes, it is not that necessary when it comes to sky because of the clouds and movement. Okay? So you can go a little more random right here. I'll be grabbing on my white so that I start creating some patterns in the sky. Again, it's very preliminary, nothing final here. Okay? I'll be getting my just pure blue. Okay? And apply it like on the edge of my canvas. Getting my white. And I'm not washing my brush really. I'm wetting it, but I'm not really like washing it for the purpose of removing the paint. I'm wetting it so that I am able to blend and apply my paint quite smoothly on my material. Like this. Okay, like that. Yeah, I'll be getting my white. And I'm gonna make a little more like streaks of clouds like that. Okay. I'll be getting my blue and green. Sorry, blue and brown. Why did I say green? Gonna get my burnt sienna plus blue. We'll be using this brownish bluish color on the sky part as well, because when you really look at the sky like closely and more in a more observant way, you'll see not just blue and white there. There are also some violets and browns and other colors that we probably just ignore simply because dominantly the sky is blue and white because of the clouds, but some colors are also present there. You just have to really really take a good look. Okay. Okay, a little bit of that color, like dark bluish colors. Okay. Uh, okay, and let's leave it like that for now. Let's leave it like that. Okay, now let's do some suggestions of distant mountains right above the horizon line. So I'll be changing my brush. And I think I'll be using, okay, this one, size 10, okay, square flat brush. So I'll be using my burnt sienna, plus white, same color, I'll be adding a little bit of black to tone it down. Okay, maybe more white, just to make it on the you know, blurry side. Okay, maybe more black. I just keep on adjusting it based on um, how I view it as it should be. Okay, so I'm gonna do first the most distant ones. So I'm doing a wet on wet technique here. I'm not really a huge fan of wet on wet technique, but whatever. For time saving purposes, I'm just gonna go ahead and proceed with this. All right. So these are the distant mountains. Okay, I'm gonna get my black because we still want to make sure that some areas appear like darker because of depth. Because even if they're distant, there's still depth going on. Okay, I'm gonna get my black and my yellow to create some green color. I forgot to mention that we'll be using sap green. That's why it's here. I forgot to mention that. I'll be using this color to create a more proximate, a more near mountain. So it should appear darker compared to the mountains at the back or the distant mountains. It's what we call perspective. Uh, let's just use some dark colors here. You can use dark green. I'm just mixing my blue, yellow, and black to create this color. but I could have used my sap green right here and mix it with black. Okay, just like that. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll be adding a little bit of burnt sienna to that so that it appears darker. And that. And again, mirror, mountains. It could be mountains, it could be houses, it could be anything. Like that. And I'll be using my hands to. All right, just like that. Create some like really, really mountainous, mountainous area. I'll be mixing it with my blue color. So let's use a little bit of blue to create some more distant mountains right here. Again, they are not blue. Okay, they are not blue because they are blue mountains. They are blue because of the sky. They are almost, they are super far. That's why they appear more blue than usual or than they actually are. Okay, a little bit of blue. Okay, like that. We don't want to overdo the background color, the background mountains, because we will be doing some trees right here, near the or along the horizon line. So a lot of this area will be covered anyway. So now I'm gonna change my brush. Okay, I'm gonna switch to a more fluffy. No, not fluffy, but like hard, like stiff brush. Okay, so I'll be using an old brush of mine, a brush that I've been using since 2017. So I'll be getting my burnt sienna and black. I'll be adding a tiny bit of yellow. Okay, and I'm just gonna start using the tip of this brush to create some bushes. And just like that. Yeah. I'm gonna make some tappings on this more near mountain. And like that. And we'll be doing some highlights later. For now, let's just do this step. Okay. All right. Just like that. Okay, now I'll be using the same color. Okay, this one, the green, the dark green color. I'll be adding more black, in fact. Okay, and I'll be doing some reflections right here. Make sure when you do this step, you do it in a more horizontal way. Like your brush strokes should be more horizontal. And then I'm going to pull it down. Pull down. Okay, I'm going to get my yellow so that I create some greenish colors. Maybe I'm going to wet my brush. I'm going to add white to that so that I can see the yellow color. Like that. All right, like that. Okay. Now I'm going to get my black. I'll be using a different brush. The only reason I'll be using a different brush is because, I want to use a clean brush. I'll be getting my white and brown or burnt sienna. Okay. Tiny bit of black to tone it down. And I want to create some rocks along the um, what do you call that? I don't want to call it the shoreline. Um, so there are some rocks in the water. That's it. Let's just make it simple. Yeah, I'll be using this brownish white, light brown color right here. Just like that. Okay, I'll be using a little bit of brownish color in the water section. All right, just like that. And also right here. Let's add some more reflections right here. Again, try to keep it horizontal. Okay, like that. Okay, now I'm getting my blue. Okay, I need more white. So I'll be mixing my blue with white. Okay, and I'm gonna apply that in the water section. I'll be adding a little bit of black. I feel like my blue is too blue. It should not be that blue. Because when we are doing nature, it should be more on the neutral, muted side of things. We should avoid using bright colors when it comes to nature, because nature is not highlight colors. They are not. It's usually muted, if not always. I'll be adding more black to make it more grayish blue. Okay, like that. Like that. And I'll be getting a new brush. I'll be dabbing onto my white. And I'm going to brighten this section of the waters. I did not really wet my brush this time. I'm trying to keep it as dry as possible for purposes of, well, dry brushing. Okay, so I'm just going to apply pure white right here. Okay, and I'm going to apply like wet on wet here. Just pure white. All right. Okay, and I'm going to draw some white line along the horizon line. Excuse me. Okay, and then I'm gonna apply a little bit more white right here. I'll be getting my black. Let's try to darken this part because it's very near the viewer, so it should appear really dark. I mean, darker compared to the other sections. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna use again my stiff brush. I'm gonna add yellow, or I'm gonna use yellow, and I'm gonna tap Let's just go back to that area. I just waited for this area to dry. Okay, that's why we're only doing the highlighting now. Okay. I'm gonna do more detailing on what they call this, on the bushes. I'm gonna get my yellow plus white. This time it will be more light yellow. Mm. I'll be getting my burnt sienna because remember that we are painting nature, meaning nature has the brown color. It cannot be just yellow and green and perfect, perfect nature colors. Nature has the dead leaves. It has some, what they call this, stems, okay, dirt and all. So it should be there. I'll be getting my black to add more negative spaces in between those bushes or leaves. Okay, just like that. And now I want to go back to the sky because it occupies the biggest space in my canvas. So there should be really, really uh, like more emphasis on the sky. So I'm getting my white. I'm gonna apply a little bit of, let's apply a little more yellow. And try to be more like natural when you do this. Okay, I'm gonna get my burnt sienna. Okay, let's do, oops, okay, like that. So some brownie colors. in the sky. And also in the waters. If the brownie color is in the sky, then the water should reflect it. Just like that. And we will be drawing, or we will be applying, or we will be putting a tree here. I just want to see it from the camera view. It's quite simple. It's just very simple. I find it so simple. I'll be watering my black, watering down my black. And I'm going to apply that color right here. Water it down. And I'll be using a clean brush to kind of spread it evenly. Like that. Okay, better. Now I'm gonna draw like a tree. So you can tell that this water is shallow because there's a rock or a little island that um, supports a tree. It should be there. And we'll do the reflections later. Okay. So I'm gonna mix my black with my brown so that we create that dark brown color for the tree trunk. That. Okay. Now the reflection. So we're just gonna use the same color, okay? Okay, like that. Okay, And for the leaves, we're just gonna use the same stiff brush. Okay? Same method of doing the leaves. Okay, like this. So just use the tip of your brush. Okay, I'm gonna get my yellow just to add a little bit of yellow color. Okay, this is a very simple painting. Okay. Again, we're gonna do the same thing right here. Add a little bit of suggestion of reflected leaves. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add some highlights on the tree trunk. Okay, and I'm gonna darken this tree, this mountain right here. I'm gonna get my pure white. Okay. I'm gonna make some patterns on the water part just to suggest reflected clouds. Give it more vibrance. Okay. Then my brown. All right. Wow, this is nice. It's very nice. It's so simple. I'm just gonna redo this part. I overdid the glazing. That's why I couldn't see the reflections anymore. Reflections are supposed to be distorted, the distorted version of the thing that is being reflected. Okay. Okay, some green color, dark green. Oops. some horizontal lines, make some reflections more, more realistic. I'm gonna dab onto my white again, just to create some more um, cloud-like brushstrokes. Okay, I might get a little bit of purple. So I'm getting my ultramarine blue instead. So I'm gonna get my ultramarine blue, mix it with burnt sienna. Okay, so I get that a little bit of purplish colors. Yeah, like that. I'm gonna apply it right here. Right here. So if you don't have purple, just get your ultramarine and mix it with burnt sienna. Okay. Just don't overdo that because most likely you will get a more brownish colors. Okay, so like that. Let's add some warmth. Okay. Some blue and white. Oops, I am mixing it with my brown. Mm, okay, like that. Okay. It's very simple. This is so simple. So I'm gonna get my white and highlight the rock. And to make the distant mountains appear more distant, just gonna use my white. And I'm gonna going to like do some brush strokes that will like cover it. And then make this area bright. Let's see. Okay, nice, very nice. So simple. Let me see. This is absolutely nice. I think I have to sign this now. This is done, right? It's very simple. I just want a simple painting today. And I think I was able to, really make it simple. Okay. And we're finished. So I hope you enjoy that one and I hope you paint along with me. It's a very simple waterscape painting, but I think it's worth spending time on. So if you want to create more details, like you can add birds or anything like that, you can do that as well. But for me, this is done, and I hope you enjoyed this one. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye, guys. Mm. Mm. Love you.